guide on how to start VTubing. The best part about VTubing is that nowadays it's fairly easy to get started with low budget. You don't need a fancy camera or microphone, a smartphone will do the trick. But if you want to add some flares, there are lots of different ways to do so. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars. I know an app called Hyper Online that allows you to create your own avatar and track your face with it. It's so simple to use, and you can stream to Twitch or YouTube directly in the app. The best part is that it's free. It's available on App Store for iOS devices. So of course with VTubing, you will need a dedicated space to stream with. You should also invest in good lighting to make sure that your character is tracking correctly. Once you've secured all your equipment and set up a designated workspace, it's time to concept your character and record your first video. Concepting your VTuber. Before you start making your VTuber series, the most important thing to decide is what kind of character you want to be. In order to do this, you must first come up with the concept of your model. This could be a little bit tricky and difficult at first, but if you follow these steps, it'll make it much easier for you. Create a backstory for your character. Come up with some personalities that will complement that backstory. Then choose some eye-catching color schemes that you'd like your model to be. And then decide on catchphrase, mannerisms, and design their look. After you've completed your initial research and have decided to become a VTuber, it's time to make yourself a VTuber character. This will perhaps be the most important stage of the process since it will be your VTuber character that communicates with your audience and allows you to interact with others. You should choose whether or not you want to make a 2D or 3D character. 2D characters are super beautiful, you can't rotate them all the way around. 3D characters allow for more complex animations and can seem like they're more lifelike due to the greater range of movement and expressions. However, they do take longer to develop. And it's also an aesthetic choice. 2D characters and 3D characters look totally different. There's also PNG tubers, which are PNGs. After choosing between a 2D or 3D character, consider the following. How will my VTuber look? What kind of backstory do I want my VTuber to have? What kind of personality I want them to convey? What catchphrase do I want my VTuber to use? You might also have other assets you want to make, like logo, character sheet, overlays, maybe some custom music. And of course, you don't need all of this to start. Once you've created your character, don't forget to source a good rigger. A rigger is the person who will give life to your character. The rigger will animate your character and bring it to life. Before you make your first live, here's some things that you want to check. Make sure that your microphone is working before recording. This can save you a lot of time and heartache. Check your internet connection before you start streaming. Check your lighting to make sure that your VTuber is tracking correctly. And then practice your video once or twice before recording it, so when you are recording, you don't misspeak or have any awkward pauses that need editing. If you're live streaming, you kind of can just go with the flow. This will also help build confidence when you're speaking in front of the camera and reduce any nervousness you might feel when it comes time to record. Once you start streaming, it's really important to have a consistent streaming schedule and communicate to your fans when you'll be streaming. The next thing is also to find other VTubers who share your interests. Having friends who are interested in the same thing will make your VTubing journey much more exciting. There's several communities of VTubers, and it's best to find one that fits with your own interests and personality. If you're mostly interested in playing video games, for instance, finding a community where other members play will be very helpful. There are many places where VTubers hang out online. Discord servers are wildly popular, as well as Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube. When you first join a community of VTubers, it's likely that no one will know who you are yet, or what type of content you want to make. So there's no harm in asking others if they would like to collaborate on a project together. This is how most existing VTubers started out too. They were just people who had an idea of what they wanted to achieve and were able to find others willing to get involved. With your computer set up, it's time to start streaming. You can stream to an online streaming service like Twitch or YouTube. We recommend setting up an account on a few of the popular ones to cater to the widest audience possible. Once you've set up your account and installed software, you are ready to broadcast yourself, doing anything from singing to playing games to karaoke. You might also need to learn OBS or Streamlabs. These are third-party softwares if you want to do fancy custom overlays or anything like that. Invite your friends and family to watch you, and when you're all set up, go live. You'll be surprised at how quickly others will find your stream and want to interact with you. It's also important to go into other people's streams to support them as well. Usually people will watch for a bit before sending messages through the stream's chat feature. Talk back by saying hello, and they might stick around and get to know you better. Streaming can be really fun. It feels amazing when someone thanks you for entertaining them or that you made them laugh. How to build your brand with social media and SEO. Getting views on your channel is one of the main things that you're gonna have to accomplish. How do you get more views? Well, it's complicated and it does take some time. There are a few true and tried tactics though. First, make sure that you have social media accounts for your channel where people can follow you and to see what you're doing and where to share your content. When someone likes something they see on social media, they'll most often share it with their friends. And when this happens, There might be a ripple effect that will bring more viewers and subscribers than usual, as well as giving a chance for people who might not normally encounter your videos, but like what they see. This will give them an opportunity to subscribe. Second, you can use SEO or search engine optimization techniques to increase your channel's visibility. That means that you put all the keywords in your titles and your descriptions. When anyone searches for content that might be similar to yours, your video will pop up. This will show up in tags and video description. The third is the most difficult. You have to try and keep yourself visibly engaged with your audience via comments or other live stream. Creating a consistent posting schedule so that people will know when to expect new content from you is also important. And also consider interacting with other VTubers in order to build connections within the community. This will help send traffic back to your page. And of course, don't forget that VTubing is supposed to be easy and fun. The first rule of VTubing is being yourself. You're a unique person and your virtual life should reflect that. So don't try to be someone you're not. I know it's really easy to, try to adapt your character to be more like someone else, but just be you. Be honest too. If you have an interest in it, own it and learn about it as much as you can. Just make sure to enjoy the process of building up your virtual identity and personal brand. As long as you stay true to who you are and have fun with it, everything else will fall in place. And if at any point this seems like a chore or a job instead of a hobby, take some time off to recharge or reevaluate what you want out of this experience. Maybe start again with another character if you feel stuck. One last thing, don't worry if it takes some time for things to become fully formed. Even professional VTubers didn't produce amazing content overnight. They had to work hard for their success. And even now, you might not know some of your favorite VTubers might not have achieved their personal goals yet. Even though being an amateur is harder than being an expert, beginners have one advantage, and that is that they get to enjoy the growing pains. They get to experience something fresh and exciting that, some experts might take for granted after years and years of doing something again and again. So embrace your newbie status while it lasts, and have fun with it. I hope this helps you in your VTuber journey. Don't forget to subscribe to more of our videos, join our Discord to meet other VTubers, and see you next time!